One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. To bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch down the right side. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Sooners Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Burks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Ott. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. Wide open, he makes the catch. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Running. And he's still running after the move. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pop. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an act.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block for your fellow comrades. Poor job executing at the point of attack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're going to run it. A A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it,
fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Breaks the tackle. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a...
the more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the seam on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands.
using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. It's a running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Caught over the middle. It's Alston. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quarterback will keep it. He breaks the tackle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of... The running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Simmons. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback adapting. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They take the lead with the 6. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's picked off for the third time today. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooners!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 32 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Using his legs, it's Austin. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Look at that toughness, just running through Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's Burks. Gets away from one, finds room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run, it's up. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it behind the line, it's Kent. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Oklahoma 49, Auburn 35.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Tigers are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC looks like a legit title contender right now, and that offense is just having its way. They're up by 21 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's up. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Dances away. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
The Sooners send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Got the quick pass. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being... same page, now putting their offense in great possession.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but if things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play.